it's Kelly Ann, and this is a Stitchy Saturday. I did record last night, but I was really like rushed. I had a friend coming over. I needed to decorate for Halloween, which didn't happen yet, but I did get all my stuff out, which that's half the battle sometimes. No, I was getting ready to like decorate and stuff, and I was like, I need to like clean up some before I can decorate. So I mostly did like some picking up and also some stitching. So I have 2 finishes, 1 new start, some progress on a whip, and a little bit of like a little bit of haul. So not a super long elaborate video, but a good one. So let's just dive in. Let's see, how has the week been? First of all, how's y'all's week been? So welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you've been around for a while or not even. My week has been okay. I'm trying to even think about what's happened. So, okay, I was in Austin last weekend. It was really good. The games were really good. They lost their first game. They won their second game. It was a very relaxing weekend. We didn't really do literally anything, except for nothing and like eat. Let's see what else. This week has been a little crazy at work, but that is fine. Anyways, otherwise, stitching. I did have my quilt meeting Monday. Sorry. It's a little early. Oh, the other thing is that it's like in the 40s here, which feels amazing. We had, some rain and a cold front come through, and so it feels blissful, for me anyways. So, okay, so I'll do, my in progress, my new start, and then my finishes, and then my little bit of haul. So that's the order that we'll go in today. Okay, so Monday for my meeting, I had a bunch of stuff like strewn about the table, and so I picked a different whip that I didn't have out yet, to work on, mostly because I really wanted to at least get 1, possibly two rules done, this year. I need to get this back out and need to like seriously work on it, but this is my Lizzie Kate Halloween rules. And this is on Picture This Plus 32 count Lugana, in sterling. So I just started the Mind Your Mummy, rule. I need to finish this little border right here. I need to bring the side borders down and start the border going across. I'm not doing any of the inside borders because I wanted to rearrange the order of the rules. So, I can't on all of them, because the ones that had borders that affected like their size. So I'm just putting a line across them, and I'm using that straw kind of color for all of them because it's more neutral, so that way I'm letting the colors of each rule speak for itself. So mine's gonna be a little bit different than most people's, but I'm always okay with that. So yeah, so Mind Your Mummy. Aren't they cute? Oh, they're so adorable. And I can't do French knots. The skeleton is supposed to have French knots for the eyes. I cannot do them. So I just picked ish squares to do the eyes in. So this is going to get a little bit more love this weekend. Hopefully I can get some more done on that. But yeah, I have really enjoyed working on that. I worked on it Monday night. So funny enough, I got the frog and almost the entire skeleton finished at my meeting on Monday, and it was off by 1 row. It was up too high by 1 row, and it was going to be so incredibly noticeable So I had to sit there and unpick it. And so what you just saw, I redid on a lunch break. So there's that. Okay, so last night after I was supposed to be decorating and then didn't really decorate and cleaned instead, I had a new start because I can't not stitch. You know what I mean? Like, I can't not stitch something. So I went ahead and I started the Halloween hoopla, the witch, which, yes, means that I finished the turkey, which is great. So, which I don't know why while I was in Austin I started the turkey first. I was just so excited to make him pink, but the witch is literally giving me like life. So I got a fair amount done. I still have the hardest bit, which is, so all of these have like one block of color, and for the witch pattern for Halloween, it's her dress. It's just a huge block of 310. She's a huge block of black. And then once that's done though, like I need like 30 minutes, you know, like, but the black is going to take me a hot minute, but I'm using 310 for it instead of an over dyed black because I don't like over dyed blacks. Anyways, part of me feels like they're pointless majority of the time. There are a few, but not many. Anyways, I'm using 310, so I will be able to like cross country it, which is nice, but it's still gonna take a hot minute, you know? So anyways, this is her. I made a lot of changes. I do like using one of my color threads, and in this whole series, I've used one of my color of threads at least in one color. And if I could make it work in multiples, then I did. Sorry. For this one, I used my orange color, and I'm not quite done with it. I have a little bit more orange left in her little socks, but I dyed that. So that's the color. He came out cute. I stitched in a circle to make him look kind of spirally. So yeah, so I have this big section of dress. Then the hardest part for me is going to be making the broom end. I'm a little nervous about that. But this is on Pictures Plus Moon Glow and 32 count Lugana. So I'm doing the entire series on the same type of fabric. And I've said that a couple of times, but that is what I'm doing. But I absolutely love her. I think she's the cutest ever. I am making her green. Let's see, what else am I changing? I think that for the most part, I think that's it. Like, I'm changing up some of the coloring, but the biggest changes is that I made her green. That's the biggest change. Everything else is like a similarly called for color. And this is the With Thy Needle Halloween hoopla. So there's an Easter, a 4th of July, the Halloween one, and a Thanksgiving one. And if she doesn't do a Christmas one, I think I would be shocked. But she's definitely doing a Christmas one. But also she sneak peeked 2 Christmas patterns that are not the holiday hoopla. And one of them, they're wearing red and white plaid pants. And it looks amazing. Okay. I digress. I've been looking at sneak peeks. It is what it is. Okay. So my first finish, actually, I finished them on the same day, but I finished this one first because I had less to do on it. Is also on Pictures Plus Moon Glow because this is the Thanksgiving hoopla. So this is it. I love him so much. So the color that's my color in this pattern is, again, it's the same orange that I'm using in the witch. He's just so stinking cute. I love that I made him pink. And I love that I changed out this color to be blue, but otherwise I didn't change the colors really. Just the 2 main ones that you notice. So I only really changed out like 2 colors. Like if it called for green, I put a green. If it called for red, I put a red, that kind of thing. But like greener pumpkins, creepy bumpy pumpkins and pink pumpkins are readily available now all the time. It's not just like if you go to a pumpkin patch and it's like a different species of pumpkin, or like kind of like the reject pumpkins, you know what I mean? Like people purposely get them because they're really cute, honestly. And before I started this, I had literally gone to the grocery store and saw like this big pumpkin stand. They had all the different colors. And so I really wanted to get a pink pumpkin. So I made him pink. And that is a gassed apricot blush. So, basically I started up here and I went down to where it got cream, and then I went over in this big section, but then there's another little section. You can kind of see the orange there. So I went across a little bit, and then I went up this section and then down this section, and then I did this section. So I did them by like the sections that would like be bubbled out, because I thought that would kind of give it a little bit more dimension as well. So anyways, he's done. And then for the big finale, so I did finish my first birthday bash. Sal. Start. Oh my gosh, I'm just so tired. I stayed up really late, like cleaning, and then I woke up really early. So here we are. So I'm sorry if you don't like all the yawning, but also not sorry because it just happens. Are you gonna come in the video? See, that's the thing though. In yesterday's video, he was in the video and it was so cute, but it's okay. He doesn't have to be in the video. He's a little mad at me right now because, so just side note, if you want a Potterism real fast, also I'm delaying showing this because I'm just so excited. But he's a little mad at me because for the last about 4 years, he's been eating on the kitchen counter, which will bug some people, but I had to, because his food at the time was killing Gizmo. She, like, you know, whenever she was like 16, couldn't handle eating regular food anymore and had to be switched to a very specific food for her needs. But basically the food that they were eating, that she had been eating her whole life, started turning against her in her older age, and was like literally killing her liver and kidneys. So I would feed her separately in like the bathroom. She would get her special food, and she would get like so much time a day, like in the morning and at night, to eat her food. And she could go in there. I would have to leave the door closed, because then he would go in there and eat her food if I didn't put it away. Or like put it up in the cabinet, you know. So she only got limited time to like eat throughout the day, which was fine. I gave her plenty of time, but she couldn't snack like he could. Well, for the longest time, I left his food on the floor like a normal person, but then she was getting into it late at night, and so I couldn't have that. But he's 5 now, and because he's a Maine Coon, it's kind of like a big dog. Big dogs, like Great Danes and German Shepherds and things like that, they have hip problems, and they can get hip dysplasia because they're larger framed dogs. And they run around and they jump a lot, and it puts a lot of pressure on their joints. Well, he's the big dog version of a cat. And if you said bless you, thank you. But he's the big dog version of a cat, and so jumping on a 3 to 3.5 foot counter daily to eat multiple times a day, because he's like a nibbler eater. He eats like 3 or 4 bites and then calls it a day, and then comes back in like 30 minutes. So he like slowly eats throughout the day. It's just not good on his hips, so I'm trying to reduce the amount that he gets on the counter. He's still gonna get up there whenever I wash dishes. He wants to know what I'm doing and that kind of thing, but it's it's reducing the amount that he's getting on the counter, which is what I want, because I want him to have healthy bones and hips for longer, right? So, anyways, I got him this little elevated food holder, like, anyways, he's not super happy with me, but he's getting used to it, so he doesn't want to be on camera today. I hadn't bought it yesterday whenever I first filmed, so he was still happy. Anyways, that's a side note for Potter. I know that some of y'all like seeing him and hearing what's going on with him. So that's what's going on with him. He's being a little brat, but also I think he likes the cold weather. So he's already laying in the window today. And it's not sunny, and it's just cold. So, anyways, this is Octopus Garden by Blackbird Design. So, I know that one of you finished Strawberry Fields, and some of y'all are waiting on y'all's Octopus Garden supplies to get in. And some of y'all are stitching other Blackbird patterns for celebrating my birthday with me. And I love that so much. So, keep sharing that hashtag, throughout October, on any Blackbird pattern that you stitch. So, the hashtag is KABBSAL. So it stands for Blackbird or Birthday Bash. It's both. So for my birthday this year, in the month of October, I wanted to start 2 patterns and work on something that wasn't Halloween-ish related, because I have so much Halloween stuff to work on. And I'm not going to get to it all, but I'm not even going to get to it all. So anyways, I wanted to start these 2 Blackbird designs. I've had them fully kitted for so long, like since April or May, and so I've been waiting to start them. And so I just said, you know what, that's what my birthday is going to be. It's going to be a birthday bash for Blackbird designs, and I'm going to start Octopus's Garden, which I was able to finish, and then the other one is Feast of Friendship, which I know I'm not going to be able to finish, spoiler alert, but I am going to at least start it. So this is on an 18 count piece of Ada that I got at Hobby Lobby. I got the largest piece that you can get of 18 count. I think it's like the 30 by 36. It's like the long tube roll. And so I dyed the entire thing, and I've been breaking it. I broke it into basically 6 squares because all the patterns aren't very big. But I broke it up into 6 pieces for the 6 Beetles pieces from Blackbird Designs. Look at that cute. I mean, that jellyfish is cute, but that jellyfish is so much cuter. And these little flowers have the little eyelets in them. I just love it. It's so adorable. So, anyways, I stitched Octopus's Garden for one of them. So now I'm 50% done with the Beetles series. So I'm really excited. The next one that I stitch is most likely going to be Eleanor Rigby. Most likely. But I have Eleanor Rigby, The Long Winding Way, and Blackbird left. And that's it. That's it. That's a lot, but that's it. Long Winding Way and Blackbird are significantly smaller than any of the other patterns. So I'll probably do Eleanor Rigby first, and then I'll have the 2 smallest left. What else was I saying about that? Oh yeah, the second pattern that I'm going to be starting is Feast of Friendship. You can either stitch those 2 patterns with me, or one of them, or none of them, and stitch your own Blackbird Design pattern, and use the hashtag KABBSAL, because it stands for both. Okay, so I have a little bit of haul, and then, well, I'll talk about plans first, and then also say a thank you. So I wanted to say thank you to you guys for your amazing response to the Instagram and YouTube video for the Pictures Plus sale. If you watched both, you're a trooper, but they were the same video on both platforms. I had recorded a one specifically for YouTube, but it just came down to time. I just didn't have the time to edit that one the same way that I edited the Instagram one. And so I didn't have time. I did what I could while I was in Austin, to edit the Instagram one, and I really, really love how it came out. And I think you guys really liked it. I know that Pictures Plus Retail really liked it. And some of y'all have told me that y'all have gotten some really amazing fabrics in the first release. So also don't forget that this Tuesday is the second release, which I'm pretty sure will be different colors. So, but like I said in those videos, it's a great way to try out some of the crazier colors, or just like really build up your stock, but also try different fabric counts or different fabric types, like even weave, linen, Aida, different counts. Anyways, have fun with it. But I really love the response that I've gotten for that video. I had so much fun making it. And it was so hard keeping those little minis from you, which I know they weren't that big of a deal, but it was so much fun to get to work with them and do that project, and the response was fantastic. And so I just wanted to say thank y'all. And I hope that y'all are enjoying the 1/8 fabric sale last week and are excited about the second one coming up this week. I'm excited. I was gonna get some in the first release, but every time I put something on my cart, it got stolen, and I was at work. So I didn't have time to like sit and concentrate on it. There was a lot of things going on that day. So maybe this week I'll get some fabric. I'm not really sure. Okay, let's talk plans really fast. So this weekend, I really want to finish my Halloween hoopla, and I want to work on my Halloween rules. I want to finish Mind Your Mummy and my 4th rule, if at all possible. I would love to get that far, but who knows? If I finish at least Mind Your Mummy, I think I'll be happy. But I would love to get to the 4th one, so I'm doing them in a different order. So which one is my 4th one again? I don't know. My 4th one is going to be Wear a Costume, which is a little bit heavier on the stitching than Mind Your Mummy. So we'll see, but maybe I can at least get it started. Who knows? Okay. So other than that, so that's this weekend on top of also decorating and cleaning up my house. But other than that, next week, I'm going to be working on, Witches of Salem with Emily C. Or we talked about working on it next week, which that's the week that would work the best for me, I think. But we talked about working on that next week. So that, as of right now, is the plan. And I probably am also going to get out Quaker Gone Haunted. And if my holiday hoopla is not finished either today or tomorrow, then I will take it to work for lunch for like the first day or two, because then it should be finished. And then I need to work on my A Year in Celebrations, November and December, because I really, really need to get that series done. And those are like the perfect lunchtime stitches. I also desperately want to finish the giant white cat for the Gone Batty with K. Asau, or the pattern Gone Batty by With Thy Needle and Thread. So that at some point is also going to go to lunch with me, so that way I have no choice but to stitch all white. So those are some of my goals. The last week and a half of October is whenever I'm going to start Feast of Friendship. So, because I really want to put as much time and effort into that. So the last week, full week of October, and then the week of my birthday, that's probably going to be my main focus, is going to be Feast of Friendship for the most part. And then the other ones will be sprinkled throughout my lunch breaks, because they're easier to work on at lunch. So that's the current plans for the end of the month. But we always know I make plans here, and then things happen and I start random crap all the time. So little mini haul really fast. Kathy Haberman put out on her Facebook that she had some leftover kits from some of her little sessions, some of her sessions that she's done recently. She had some kits left over and she put them in a special place on her website, which there are several cute things in the special place on her website. And I can't remember what section it is. But if you go to her website and go to shop, there's a special category that non-wholesale buyers can actually buy from. And so she put some leftover kits in there from some of her classes. And there's some other things that you can get. Anyways, one of them I really, really, really liked. And this is called Present Blessings. And this is a 2019. So I believe this will eventually become available to everyone. But not as a little kit. Anyways. So this is called Present Blessings, and it says reflect upon your pleasant blessings, and you can make it into a pillow. You don't have to, but you can. So the fabric that she used for the back, and then the little buttons, and then this is it. So cute. I really, really, really like that. It's just really, really sweet. So I got one of those. And then I really liked this pattern as well. It's called The Smallest Seed. And does this say what year it came out? I'm sure it does. It just doesn't say it in the same place as the other one did. Because I've never seen this one before. This is 2017. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody stitch this though. I'm sure people have it. I just haven't seen anyone stitch it. So I really, really, really liked it. It was called The Smallest Seed, and it says, the smallest seed rooted firm grows to shelter all. And I loved that floral and those colors. It's just very bright and vibrant and just really pretty. And I think this would be a really cute, sweet, simple stitch. So there's that. And then I don't mind showing this one because it is a freebie on her website. So if you do want this pattern, it goes with the Scary Apothecary series. And it's called Favorite Brew. And it's really cute. It's on top of books that says Spells and Charms. And it's a little bottle with a potion in it. Really cute. There is 2 Krynics in this, and I'm pretty sure it's the little like whimsies around. Potter, come here. Okay, he's laying on a bag. All right. I'm pretty sure it's the little whimsies, but this is a free pattern that you can get on her website. I actually asked her if it was already on her website for free, and she said yes. So I actually downloaded the PDF already, but I hadn't printed it. And this came with my order straight from Kathy Haberman. So I don't have to print it now, which is great. So I'm going to put that in my kit bag for my Scary Apothecary series. But anyways, that's it. I got a lot done. And I'm just so excited. It's almost Halloween. It's almost my birthday, which is what it is. You know, like, I'm in my 30s. It is what it is. But I have friends who are going to come up for the weekend, and we're going to hang out more like last year. I think we're going to go do something crafty, which will be really fun. But it's just going to be hanging out, like chilling with friends and stuff like that again this weekend. The weekend of my birthday, which is, you know, the type of birthday that I really enjoy nowadays. Don't want anything too crazy or whatever. Just hanging out, maybe going and doing something crafty. That's what I enjoy. And I love that a lot of my friends enjoy that kind of stuff too. So, that's pretty much, I don't know, I'm just in a really good mood. I've got to decorate for the house. So, I've got to decorate the inside and the outside today. Keep on cleaning and do, you know, like the basic things. And then a little bit of stitching in the meantime. So yeah, I hope everyone had a fantastic week and has a great week coming up, and I will see y'all next week. Bye guys.